Oh, hey there. I didn't realize someone was staying behind after school in here today. Did you have a club or something? Ah, I see. My apologies. Oh, my name's Casey. I'm actually part of your class, but I don't blame you for not recognizing me. I've got a pretty shabby immune system, so I'm ill a lot of the time. I'm here because I'm part of the literary club. I was just coming to grab my notepad. I left it in here during Mr. Cal's lecture, I think. I got so bored from his ramblings that I ended up leaving without it. So, if you don't mind, I'll just slip past, grab it, and then be out of your hair. There. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Oh, it looks like you've got something on your cheek. Here, let me wipe it off for you. No, it's okay. It'll only take a second. Definitely a newborn. Vampires past just a few months would be able to see through a ruse like that. Oh well, I can ask you all about it when you wake up. For now, get some rest. It might be the last chance you ever get to after all. Well, good morning, little fledgling. Just calm down. If I wanted to kill you, I would have done so already. Those chains are made of steel and silver combined. A vampire that's lived for centuries couldn't break through them, let alone one that's less than maybe 3 weeks old. You have no chance. So just behave yourself, and this will all go okay. That look of understanding. So you do know what you are. Good. That saves me time explaining things. We can cut right to the chase. As I said before, my name's Casey. And on top of being your classmate, I'm also a first rate vampire hunter. That's why I'm out of school so much. It's pretty important to protect the public. Hey, you're giving me a headache. Can you, cut out the screaming and shouting? If you keep screaming and shouting, I am going to have to put a gag on you. I wanted to take this liberty to talk to you, but if you keep this up, I won't have much of a choice. Good. So you can be negotiated with. What makes me think you'll want to talk to me? Well, let me lay out the two paths that can happen from here. One, I sit down with you and we discuss the nature of your condition, how it came about, and above all else, if you're a threat to those around you. Then we decide on a course of action for you. Or two, I stake you through the heart and burn your remains with that torch without you uttering a single word. Of course I'm serious. Right now, in my mind, you are a time bomb waiting to explode. Ticking down the second you get a single whiff of the scent of blood. Ready to start a massacre just so you can indulge your primal urges. You can say that you aren't like that all you want to. But your word is less than nothing to me, Bat. I am a man that values action over words. But first, we do need to use those words so that you can tell me what happened to you. Are you at all aware of the time that you were turned? I see. That's around when the supermoon filled the sky, correct? I thought so. So, please run me through how it happened. Mm-hmm. Go on. Wait. Repeat what you just said to me. White hair? Crimson eyes? Was he wearing an upside-down crucifix around his neck? I knew, because I knew him. So, you're one of his ilk. That alone is enough for me to believe you deserve a stake through the heart. Because that man? No, not man. That monster is an extremely old and extremely notorious vampire. Legends say he stalked the earth since the first time the sun set over the horizon. Wherever and whenever he enters an area, death and destruction flourishes. And the offspring he produces go on to become some of the most volatile and dangerous vampires the world has ever known. And again, he takes a victim right under my nose. Creates another monster. Listen, I'm sorry that I cannot protect you. This area is supposed to be under my monitoring, and I let him slip past me. Don't worry about what again means. Just, I want you to know that I'm sorry. I didn't mean to allow you to be turned into what you've become. But, unfortunately for you, that changes nothing of your current situation. In my mind, you are still a danger to everyone around you, especially so now. I'll show you how you can prove me wrong. I can tell you haven't feasted, have you? It's obvious to an experienced hunter like me. The shallowness of your eyes, the slight gloss to your hair, the gradual greying of your skin. All of it initially looks like human symptoms of sickness, but I can recognize the difference. And I've seen what it looks like when it gets worse. Your eyes and cheeks become sunken. Your skin becomes pale to the point of near transparency, and your hair begins to fall out in large clumps. And then you die. Vampires need blood to survive. It isn't just a luxury for them, even though some of the nobles pretend so. It's a necessity. Without it, you starve. And when you get to that point of starvation, your conscious thought fails to fight the starvation ravaging your soul. It doesn't matter who it is in front of you. A stranger, your friend, your child. You will attempt to devour them in their entirety with no way of stopping yourself. Even now, I can see the thought of blood is engaging your instincts. Your pupils have shifted to a more vertical slitted look, and your breathing rate has increased significantly. You can deny it all you want, but I know how you work. I've dealt with hundreds of your kinds in all stages of life. Taken them apart and put them back together. I have studied you for the express purpose of destroying you. And that's how I know that you are craving a drink of blood right now. So, here's how you can prove to me that you are not a threat. I am going to put this cut right up to your face. And if you can hold yourself back from feasting, then I will consider you safe. And if you fail, this stake goes straight through your heart. No, no more talking. It's time for action. Are you really not thirsty? Here, what if I let you try a drop? Now, can you resist your thirst after you've had a taste? You're the first one that I've ever met who's been able to resist that scenario. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the difference. Seeing you bite into your own lip, spilling your blood to save yourself from spilling another's. Maybe you are less of a threat to humans than I thought you were. Though, I still cannot leave you unattended. A vamp is a vamp. A dangerous animal. I will have to shadow and observe you to make sure that you don't suddenly explode in rage and bloodlust. That's adorable, sweetheart, but I'd still be doing it even if it wasn't okay for you. I am not the only hunter around these parts, and not many are willing to give a creature like yourself a chance like I have today. So, I suppose I have to guard you against them too. A bodyguard to a bat. What have you become, Casey? Anyway, open your mouth. Why? Because I need to feed you. It doesn't matter if you don't accept that you are a vampire. You are. That is a fact. And it is one that you cannot change. Do you really want to sit there for years on end, slowly starving to death in unimaginable pain? Is that how you want your life to end? I didn't think so. Now, open wide. Yes, I am fine. This is not the first time I've had a vampire bite me. The sensation of it is just weird. That's it. Just a little bit more. There. That should be enough for now. Yes, I'm fine. Your saliva has an anesthetic effect, so my legs aren't feeling the strongest right now. But they'll be fine. I just need to rest them. And you should rest too. Your first feeding will take a lot out of you. Just sleep it off. We can talk about what we're doing moving forward later. Until then, maybe... out like a light, huh? You know, if you weren't a blood-sucking murder machine, maybe, just maybe, I'd find you endearing. Aslan Morningstar. It appears you've made a mistake turning this one. They don't seem to be like any of your children. In fact, they seem quite the opposite. Maybe they're the key to killing you, once and for all. Though, we'll just have to see in time. But I can say one thing for sure. I will be the one to make you pay for your sins. Keep your eyes on the shadows, you bastard. Because we're coming for you.